My name is DrRhondaBrown-Crowder, and with me is my son Caleb Crowder, and his Special Olympics peer partner, Chris O'Gorman. It is our absolute pleasure to be here with you. When Caleb was born, he was just like any other mainstream child. He was happy and healthy, exploring his new world and meeting all of his milestones. He was so advanced in his speech, we were convinced that we had a baby genius on our hands. Around the age of 18 months, Caleb started making a drastic change. The little boy who used to love saying words, listening to music, and dancing, and was comfortable going into loud public places with ease, started regressing and saying fewer and fewer words. Ultimately, he lost most of his language and relied primarily on gestures to communicate. He also became very sensitive to loud noises and light, and he started screaming and crying uncontrollably when going into loud public places. We had no idea what was happening to him. It was a devastating time. Ultimately, 8 years ago, at the age of 4, we got him tested and heard those dreaded words, autism spectrum disorder. We went through a time of deep sadness and mourning. While my son was not deceased, a part of me mourned for the son that I gave birth to, the one whom I had so many high hopes and dreams for his future, the one whom I loved hearing his sweet little voice talking to me and repeating words. That child had become silent. We had no way to communicate with him. We felt lost. We had to adjust all of our plans and expectations for him. We were afraid for his future. Imagine waking up every day and watching your child having to struggle to navigate his way through life. Imagine living with the constant fears and anxiety of what their future will bring. Imagine with all of your endless anticipation and planning, you still can't fully prepare for the unknown. Imagine the constant worry, the sleepless nights, the fear for your child's safety and acceptance, the pain, the tears. These are the realities that my husband and I face each and every day. At times, it seems as if there is never an escape and a moment to just catch my breath and rest. I often get lost in the battle. I forget who I am. 3 years ago, after hearing about Camp Summit from another camper parent, we decided to send Caleb to Camp Summit for the first time. Yes, it was one of the hardest things I've had to do, but that was all worthwhile once I picked Caleb up at the end of the week. He was a different person in the best way possible. Camp Summit is this magical place that allows Caleb to run and play and jump and ride and focus less on his inabilities and to just be a kid. Caleb gets to go to a safe place full of fun, love, and acceptance that allows him to grow and to have new experiences and to do things that he never imagined that he could do. His smile that first year we picked him up was amazing, and it made us realize that as much as we worried about him that week, we finally found a place where Caleb could grow as an individual while having the time of his life. Last summer at Camp Summit, Caleb achieved the lower level of climbing the ropes and ziplining down. This past summer, with the help and encouragement of the camp counselors, he stretched himself further and achieved reaching the top of the climbing wall and ziplining down from the highest level. I wasn't there to encourage him, to reassure him, or to coax him on. He did this all by himself. His time spent at Camp Summit helped him to realize this wonderful potential that lie within him. For 1 week out of the year, the Lord creates a perfect moment for us, the parents, and the child. He provides rest for the weary and gives us a break from the battle of autism. He provides a place for each of us the parent and the child to go and be refreshed. And the parents get to have an escape from those unending moments of worries and stress and therapies and appointments, because they know for that 1 week their child will be okay without them and in the best care possible. While Caleb is away having the time of his life, I can finally reconnect, recharge, and refuel. Camp Summit gives me permission to let go of all of the duties and responsibilities, to relax and enjoy some time to myself, as well as to reconnect with my friends and family. Having that time is priceless. It makes me feel human again. Tonight, you are looking at the faces of one of the many families who can't find the words to adequately express how much your giving and support has changed our lives. It is because of you all, that Camp Summit provides sliding scale fees. In fact, we have been recipients of your generosity. I had no idea how expensive it was to raise a child with autism. It is so expensive. The extra care, the therapies, the medical appointments, it all adds up so fast. So when we learned that Camp Summit could help Caleb with Caleb's fees, we were overjoyed. Thank you for making sure he wasn't told no because of finances. Camp Summit for us has been a true game changer. And when my son returns home from camp, a little dusty, definitely darker, and grinning from ear to ear, we are all different. He is refreshed and ready to go back into the battle, and I am recharged and ready to lead the way. Thank you.